If the moment you get an objection, then you just you drop a payment plan, then this video is for you. The moment you get an objection, what you want to do is you want to isolate the objection, so you want to remove it and you want to do a tie down, okay? So I'm just going to write this down. You want to do a tie down first, okay? So whatever objection they give you, okay, but if it's not from that, like put it to the side. Like, do you want to do this or not, basically? So whatever they want to talk to their dog, their mom, they want to check if they have money, they say it's too much. Whatever they say is like, okay, but money aside, your wife aside, blah, blah. Like whatever the objection is, put that to the side. How do you feel about the process though? Because if they're not sold, they're not convinced they can get the results, you don't have a strong foundation to objection handle. So you're basically like, again, we have to get the certainty, the confidence in the process and them believing that it can work. Until it's that, then it's like there's a high likelihood that this is the objection, right? So you do a tie down something like, do you feel like based on everything that we've gone through, or that if we were to do A, B, C with you, that it can help you get to X, Y, and Z, or how do you feel, right? If you get anything less than absolutely, yes, for sure it can, and you have a little bit of like doubt, uncertainty, like, oh yeah, I think it can, maybe, like, it sounds like it, maybe, you know, if it's weak, then you got to challenge that shit and then you have to dig. It's like, well, okay, you don't sound so certain. Spend some time there until you get confident, okay? Because if you are not confident in their confidence, then there's no reason to try to drop a payment plan, because it's basically trying to fix a broken arm with a Band-Aid or a plaster, okay? It's just not going to work, okay? So you have to do your tie down. From there, what I always like to do is treat it as it's money first, okay? Because then at least I treat the logistical side and I see if it's actually that or not, right? You don't want to be slapping people left and right on mindset, rah-rah, Tony Robbins, if you don't even validate that they actually have the money. Otherwise, you'll just waste some time and energy and you could have gone there right away. So I like to treat it as a money logistical objection first. Clear that it's not the money, right? Okay, so now that you're confident, just to have an idea, is it a case that you have the money and you don't know if you should do it or not, or you don't necessarily have the full amount right now? Like, which one is it? So you give it choice. So either they have it and they don't know if they should do it. So that's basically uncertainty, right? Because now you either treat the objection of like, okay, well, why don't they want to do it even though if they had the money? So that's the objection, and then you go and tackle that. And if it's actually a case that they don't have the dollars, they don't have the money, then this is where you can open the wallet to see what do they have. So from here, I want to understand, okay, so you don't have the money, but if you had it, would you do it though, right? If they say, yes, absolutely I would, then all right, cool. If you do that and you isolate the money and you solve the money problem in a hypothetical scenario, it's like, okay, well, if you had the money, would you do it? And you still would not do it, then it's like it's something else. Uncertainty, doubt, there's something that's going on there. You got to dig, spend some time there. Then from there, if it's like actually money, okay, no problem. So if it's just the money then, is it okay if I ask you a couple quick questions just to understand your situation and see how we can best help? Right? It's like, sure. And you're just like trying to understand their situation and you just come up with a payment plan that works, right? But again, you don't drop your payment plan right away without doing that stuff before to see if it actually is the thing. Because again, if you do this, then you're gonna drop your cash to revenue ratio. You're just dropping your pants from the get-go, or like putting your cards on the table, a poker table from the start. You lose the leverage, and you're not actually fixing the root cause, what's actually the problem, when it could be maybe a money problem, it could also be something else, right? So then when we do the open wallet, then it's like, what do you have available right now? Cash on hand, savings, bank account. What about credit cards? Got anything there? Got some investments? Just trying to get a full picture, and then you can help them make the best decision. If the best thing is not to do it, it's okay, okay. Don't close them. If you're gonna put them in a bad spot, you don't wanna close a single mom with like 10 kids and load their credit card and max them out. That's not the goal here. Just to see where they actually sit so you can come up with a plan that could work with them. For some people, maybe it's gonna be to open a new credit card, 0% interest, because they have a great credit score, you know, so it's just see, and then you propose the payment plan that works on their individual situation. So you can go from having an objection, dropping in payment plans, to actually knowing, okay, what the fuck is going on? Is it money logistics, or is it fear, or something else, right? If it's fear, then that would be for another time. But again, this is where you see if it's actually money, and you figure out what would be the best way to help them at that stage. So try this out and see how it goes for you. I'm sure it's gonna help.